Another twist in the jury foreman issue, as information shows that Vernon Griffith, the jury foreman in the 2008 Lusignan massacre trial, was represented by the law firm of Attorney General Anil Nandlal in 2011, and at the time he was represented by that firm, AFC Chairman Nigel Hughes had represented the defendant in the said matter. Griffith was banned from jury selection for life after it was discovered after the trial that he was a client of defense attorney Nigel Hughes. Hughes had represented the number 2 accused in the trial. The action by the trial judge came after he had asked the jurors before the trial began to declare any connection to the attorneys in the case, and Griffith had failed to so disclose.
That the foreman, Vernon Griffith, was indeed the client of Mr. Anil Nandlal in 2011. And I have the documents here. It is action number 499W of 2011. Vernon Griffith was suing Eric Phillips for defamation and libel. In that matter, Eric Phillips was being represented by Nigel Hughes. Vernon Griffith was being represented by Anil Nandlal. Griffith's lawyer at the time when the trial that was taking place in relation to that Annandale murder and massacre, it was Anil Nandlal's client who Vernon Griffith was.
AFC leader Kemarat Ramjatan speaking at the party press conference there. Ramjatan, who said Hughes is being unfairly targeted by some of the comments on the matter, said the particular issue was addressed at the Bar Association seminar and lecture recently.
Yesterday, the Bar Association held a seminar and a lecture done by Mr. Miles Fitzpatrick, Senior Counsel, and Mr. Ralph Ramkaran, Senior Counsel. And both of them made it quite clear that a defense counsel has no obligation to disclose an association with any member of a jury selected to do jury service in a trial. And that is the norm.
Griffith, Ramjatan acknowledged, was represented by Hughes in 2006, and that matter, he said, has been completed. He has since placed Griffith at the site of a PPP protest against calls by the opposition for the removal of Home Affairs Minister Clement Rohi.
This development reveals how the PPP, and especially Anil Nandlal, could put spin to make falsity out of truth. This, we have a photograph here from that same imagery that was captured in the video of Vernon Griffith next to Mr. Mansoor Nadir, who is behind him. And this was when there was a PPP picketing going on in support of Rohi when the inquiry was going on the Linden shooting. And he is next to a placard, that is Mr. Vernon Griffith, is next to a placard and in front of Mansoor Nadir and aside of Zulfikar Mustafa and a couple of other PPP people with a placard saying, Nigel Hughes and Nagamutu must take the witness stand in the inquiry. They were talking about the Linden inquiry there.
Many persons on social media networks have said that Hughes ought to have said something about his connection with Vernon Griffith. There are others, however, who believe that Griffith may have been there to ensure a certain result in the case. In the trial, the men were found not guilty by the jury, a decision the state has since appealed. For Capital News, Raul Collins.